welcome you into the Central Georgia Technical College YouTube channel. I'm Luke Winstel. Thank you for joining us for the Battle of the Lady Titans here. CGTC hosting in Macon, Georgia. Albany Tech, also nicknamed the Titans, traveling in for this matchup. An immediate steal from Central Georgia. Ross into the open floor. She's fouled on the layup attempt. The home squad, Central Georgia Technical, wearing white. And the visitors from Albany in the black and red uniforms today. Fouls called on Kemp. Now Ross shooting 2 for a CGTC team that this year will be small and athletic. That's their identity. Don't have a lot of height at the post position, but they can run. They have a lot of athletes that like to get out and go in the open floor, as you saw right there from the jump. Second shot's good. Albany Tech working with it down low. First bucket of the day. Ross on the other side for CGTC. Now 3-2 to begin. Drive inside, layup on the right side falls. A quick note for you, we don't have an accurate roster for Albany Tech on the broadcast. Working on getting that for you. The one they have online, it appears to be, is outdated. Drive from Polk, dishes it off. Shot won't go for Black. And a jump ball called. Ross passes up top. Preston off on the 3. Floater. Rebound by Albany Tech and a travel called. Now we've got the Albany Technical roster here for you. To begin, sorry about that delay. The starting lineups here today. You see on the floor for Central Georgia Tech, Sakindra Polk, Ayanna Preston, Tamira Anderson, Haley Ross, and Wanisha Black. Anderson. Now Preston. Shot clock winding down to 3. Foul on the shot. Starters for Albany Tech: Rakiria Rolland, Elise Ackridge, Jasmine Jenkins, Walicia Kemp, and Shemaya Lohman. Lohman is a key returner for Albany Tech. Played with them a year ago. Preston at the stripe. Couldn't get the first free throw. Second one up and good. Tied at 4. Albany Tech with it now. We appreciate you joining us on our YouTube broadcast. This is our second ever women's basketball stream for you. Started the broadcast here at CGTC in 2021. Shot made by Jenkins, the freshman guard. Three-pointer puts her team on top. Ross over to the wing. Floater coming from the guard, Anderson, wouldn't go. And now Albany Tech trying to push the tempo. Long two-pointer will fall. Made by Kemp, sophomore center. Ross over to the right side. Three-pointer on the way from Anderson. That one a little strong. She got her own board, but Albany Tech running with it. Short shot, looking good for Shemaya Lohman, forward. Early 11-4 lead for Albany Tech. Preston drives, Euro-step moves. She finishes with the right hand. Ayanna Preston, 6 points a game a year ago. Freshman out of sophomore out of Jonesboro, Georgia, in her freshman year. Started 17 games for the Central Georgia Titans team. Lohman gets by her defender, another short shot. Back-to-back possessions looking good for Lohman. Foul called on the play. Well, CGTC headed to the free throw line again with Polk, the point guard. Woods checking in for Wanisha Black. CGTC is coached by Antonio Harris. His squad down 7. First free throw doesn't go. We'll take a look around the women's basketball standings in the GCAA. Nobody has entered conference play yet. We're not at that point in the season. All these ball games have been non-conference to this point. Substitution, Dynesha Brown for Central Georgia Tech comes in. But South Georgia Tech is off to a good start in non-conference play. They're 5-0. Central Georgia Tech played against Gulf Coast back on Saturday. That game did not go too well for them. Double-digit loss. But trying to rebound here, three-pointer from Ackridge of Albany Tech puts them up. Nice margin of 9 points here. 4:45 to go in the first quarter, turned over. Lohman working in transition, has it stolen away by Ross. Ross up ahead. The finish from Anderson. Up-tempo, fast-paced game. Rolland nails a three. Extends it up to 10. Anderson on the block, works her way inside. CGTC now under 8 on the shot clock. Ross drains it. Mid-range J is good for the sophomore. Steal now, CGTC running with it. Anderson, pass up ahead to Brown. Her shot with the right hand won't go. We'll keep it here. Couple of subs, Morris and Thompson come in. Brown inbounding, 5'7" from Swainsboro, Georgia. Three-point attempt off the mark. Thompson directing traffic. Inside, one dribble, foul called on the shot from Morris. Donnie Morris, sophomore guard at the free throw line. Couple shots for her. Sadeja Price, post player, has now come in exchange for Anderson for CGTC. Free throw goes, 21-11 our score. Brown on the left wing, dribbles inside, floater goes. Nice play from Brown, narrowing the margin to 8. Intercepted by Preston, up ahead to Ross. Spin move, they wave it off, it's an offensive foul. Ross made a nice play on the offensive side. They tossed a bit of an elbow at her defender in the spin move. Too much contact there, 2:40 to go in the opening period. Thompson inside, Morris. Brown looked long for a second. Central Georgia loves to run in transition. They look for those outlet passes. Preston pulls up and nails it. Got a timeout called, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go on the opening period, 21-13. The home team trailing to Albany Tech. Actually not a timeout, just a substitution made. Ross comes off. Rittenberry, freshman guard, is now in for CGTC. 2:10 to go and counting. It's a 4-0 run for the home Titans. Brown almost made that play defensively. Active hands here on this possession for Dynesha Brown. Steps inside, floater is good. Brown doing it all both ways, coast to coast. 21-17, now a 4-point game, 6-0 run from the Titans. Defensive play, jump ball. We'll stay here with Albany Tech. But now the possession arrow will switch. After allowing 21 points in the first 7 minutes of play to Albany Tech, CGTC has tightened up a lot on the defensive side. Because of that, they've turned the defense into offense, and they are looking much better. Down 4. Thompson drives inside, foul called. The defense closed in on her. CGTC will be charged with a foul. Foul goes on Preston now, 2 shots coming. One minute, 21 seconds to go. Brianna Thompson tying up her shoe before taking free throw number 2. Thompson's got it. Price to Brown. Brown over, flipping it to Rittenberry. Preston loads up a 3, in and out. Albany Tech comes away with it. Layup goes. Rolland got that one. First field goal in a couple minutes for the Albany Tech Titans. Preston called for a travel. Seven-point game, Albany Tech inbounding. Thompson goes right, kicks it outside. Three-pointer. Air ball. Foul called on the rebound. Preston got fouled down low for Central Georgia. Now Preston will be inbounding for the Titans. 22.8 seconds to go in the opening quarter. High flying, up tempo, lots of action here for you on the Central Georgia Tech YouTube page early on. Preston over to the corner, Brown short on the three. Brianna Thompson fouled by Brown. Brown's been very involved on the defensive side since she came in. Thompson flips it to the corner. Three-pointer coming from Morris. Clings off the rim. And that'll do it for the opening quarter. 24-17. Albany Tech ahead. More coverage coming here after the break. We are back now to begin the second quarter. Central inbounding, down 7. Ball in the hands of Haley Ross, the team's premier outside shooter, now passed around. Anderson has it ripped away. Albany Tech into the open floor. Morris tried the mid-range. Anderson races ahead, dumps it back to Ross. Three-pointer short. Offensive rebound, but a foul called. Pushing foul on Albany Tech. Anderson's getting ready to inbound for Central. And here we go. Anderson around a pick. Paulk back outside. Albany Tech has defended the paint very well today. It's been tough for Central to get inside. Shot nearly made by Preston. Albany Titans moving it down the floor, intercepted by Central. Preston over to Paulk on the near side. Paulk in the lane, floats it up and in. Central back within 5. Kemp, and a foul called. That one's on Central. Trying to play some transition defense. Ackridge will set things in motion. After Anderson intercepts it, looks down the floor, travels left. Thompson weaving her way through the defense. Intercepted again. Fast break for Pauk. She's all alone and doesn't finish on the left side, but Ross is able to clean things up for Central. Pauk looked like she rushed her left-handed layup a little bit. Now we've got a timeout called by Albany Tech. Good run from Central to begin period number 2. 24-21 our score. We'll be back with more after the timeout. Albany Tech inbounding. Layup made. The Titans with Lohman scoring. She was involved early, looking good. Now under 8 to play until halftime. Over to Anderson, left side 3 off the mark. Pump fake, move inside. Shot won't go off the window. Anderson on the left wing. Preston drives on the right side. Back up. Shot doesn't go for Pauk, but she will get a couple of free throws for Central. Her team trailing by 5. Pushing foul called. Pauk making the first free throw. She's out of Fitzgerald High School. She is the team's top defensive stopper. Really a defensive specialist, a big energy player. That's the biggest thing that the head coach of Central Georgia Technical, Antonio Harris, was talking about when he discussed her game with me earlier this week. Defense and energy is the biggest thing that she brings to the table. Almost a lane violation there. A couple players come in for Albany Tech. After the free throws, it's now a 3-point ball game. Travel called, Central ball. Pauk will inbound. Her team will have the opportunity to try to tie on this possession. Running a set play, it goes up top to Ross. Back outside, Preston, in and out on a 3-pointer. That would have been for the tie. Pauk, Ross to the corner. Anderson, back outside, another 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Albany Tech after the missed shot from Ross. 6:50 to go until halftime. Central playing with a lot more energy. Got their crowd going. Lohman fades away. Held ball. Albany Tech will inbound with Jasmine Jenkins. Lohman triple teamed inside. Shot was short. We've got a timeout called by Central. 6:34 to go until halftime. 26-23 our score. More coming up after the break here. Central set to inbound, 6.5 away from halftime here in Macon, Georgia. Now, one note you see when you look at the Central roster, 8 of the 9 players are sophomores, only 1 freshman. They return almost everybody. And that's good. They've got a lot of experience here as they try to prepare for conference play, playing tough non-conference opponents. Last week had Gulf Coast, this week Albany Tech. Three-point game. It's been impressive watching both teams try to play at tempo. They've done a very good job today. Preston running with it. Preston taking on some defenders, kicking outside to Anderson, who loads up a 3. Lohman with a rebound in the post. She's impressed early on, made some shots to where she is attracting a lot of defensive attention from Central. Foul on the three-pointer from Anderson. And the shot was from Elise Ackridge. You've got to give the shooter a place to land. When they pull up from beyond the arc on a play like that, it was a high-speed play. Anderson now comes off to the bench in favor of Brown, who's back in. It was a high-flying play from Anderson, sprinting outside to try to make that stop. Air ball on the free throw from Ackridge. And of course, because it was a three-point shot now, this is the 3rd free throw for Ackridge. She'll extend her team's lead. Made 2 of 3, 27-23, 4-point game here. Pass intended for Black was taken away. Atkins. Central ball. This has been a very good defensive second quarter for Central. We've got a travel called. Now Albany Tech will take it out from under their own basket. Black with an interception. Out of bounds, it'll be Albany Tech ball. Lohman, pass tipped by Brown. That's a good matchup, Brown and Lohman. Central with it again, another defensive stop. That time forcing a turnover with it going out of bounds. Kicked outside. Preston knocks it down from 3. 2-point game. Lana Preston from Jonesboro, Georgia. Another steal. Ross on the left side. Lohman contested well defensively, had it taken away, and a foul called. Preston will head to the free throw line. Opportunity to go on a bit of a run here after making that 3. She'll get 2 free throws. 4:18 to go until halftime. Preston on a 4-0 run in the last 15 seconds of play now. Ackridge inside. Lohman, another offensive rebound. Wyatt keeps it alive. It's off her foot. Now Central will roll with it down the floor. Intercepted by Thompson, the lone defender back for Albany. Thompson slides inside, and another defensive play. Preston up ahead. Brown goes up for the layup, and she'll finish it. We are tied up at 28. Central coming back here in the first half. They have faced a double-digit deficit. The second quarter has been very kind to them. 3:35 to go until halftime. Pauk taking it herself in the lane. Foul called. Albany is going to bring in a trio of substitutions trying to change the tide here. They need some momentum. Subs coming in. There's 2 shots upcoming for Sakindra Pauk, sophomore point guard. First free throw doesn't go well. Albany Technical has not had a problem shooting the ball today. They're 10 of 21, 47.6%. Now the problem has just been ball control. They've turned it over 20 times. 21 now. It's 21 turnovers in not even 17 minutes of play. For Central, they've done a better job. 9 turnovers. They're shooting 39% from the field. They've not been great from beyond the arc yet. Travel called. Albany Tech ball tied at 28. We've seen these teams play fast, but the cost for them has been 30 combined turnovers, but still a very fun to watch affair early on. Foul called. Now number 11 is not listed on the Albany Technical roster for today, but she'll be shooting a pair of free throws. She has the opportunity to break a tie for her team. Jump ball called, possession in favor of Central. When you look at the 2 teams in the matchup here, in terms of the eye test, Albany Tech is the bigger, taller team. They have commanded the paint and out-rebounded Central 20-9 thus far. They've owned a lot of the categories. It's just turnovers has been what's done them in. 3-pointer short from Preston. Preston is the only player for Central to make a 3-pointer today. Brown finds an outlet in Preston. Brown handling the ball, looking for her teammates to get open. Trying to run a set play here in the half court. Brown for 3. Brown had to take that. It was right at the end of the shot clock as you heard the horn go off in the middle of that play. Now Preston taking it down the floor. Price fouled on her way up. Deja Price now at the charity stripe. A touch over 2 minutes to play until halftime. Deja Price is the only player on the roster that's not from Georgia. Jefferson City, Missouri, Northeast High School. We haven't seen a lot from Price yet today, but she is the team's most complete post player. Has a very good skill set. She's expected to bring a lot to this CGTC team that needs a lot at the post position. Second free throw short, missed them both. We are tied up at 28. A note for you, Central is in the double bonus. Woods had a nice rebound, but it's immediately turned over by Central. Baseline drive, give it to her and one. Shot made, tie broken, 1:46 to go in the half. Substitution as the guard Morris is back in. Three-point play for Albany Tech. They lead by that margin. Brown handling the ball. Central will be looking for some momentum going into halftime. They've had a very good second quarter, much better than the slow start in the first. Short shot. Morris, step back, corner three. She got it. Morris knocks it down. 6-point advantage for the visitors. Brown gets through multiple defenders. Morris now in a one-on-one battle against Woods. Morris goes right, foul. A couple of shots here from Morris. Just hit that three-pointer, very impressive in the near side corner. Stepped back, let it fly, fading away. It's a beautiful shot. She's got now the last 4 points for her team. It's been a 7-0 run since we were tied at 28 a little over a minute ago. Make that 8-0. 5 of those points coming from Morris. Albany Tech is looking good heading into halftime. 40 seconds left for Central to try to have something to say about it. Over and back turnover called. Now with 37 seconds left, it's a 30-second shot clock for Albany Tech. Drive and kick. Morris thought about the three-pointer. Offensive rebound, another offensive rebound, but a foul called. It's Wyatt getting involved on the right side block. (37-28). Second free throw will be for a 10-point advantage with 20 seconds to go until halftime. Shot clock is turned off for Brown. Central needs to get something. They've been held scoreless for the past almost 3 minutes of play. Ross, right elbow, won't fall. 5 seconds left. Albany trying to get one last shot off. 1 second to go. Shots up off the backboard. And we will go into halftime on the back of a 9-0 run from Albany Tech. 37-28. More coverage coming after the break here on the Titans YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in. We are back here for the second half of action. Central taking the floor against Albany Tech. They trail at halftime, 37-26 now, coming out of the break into quarter number 3. Albany Tech, who won the tip-off, will be inbounding here to begin. Now Central, in terms of their overall record, they're 0-1. They lost to Gulf Coast State College 93-69 back on January 29th, a couple of days ago. We've got a whistle blown. This is not the only time that these two teams will meet this season, not the only time this week. They'll travel to Albany State College on February 4th and play at 5:30 p.m. That'll be another good one. CGTC had a great second quarter until the very end of it when Albany Tech went on a 9-0 run. Albany Tech inbounding out of a stack. The floater to begin the second half doesn't go. Now we'll look at some of your first half stats. Between the two teams, we had 34 combined turnovers. At the free throw line, both teams were under 65%. But on the bright side, the field goal shooting was pretty good, especially from Albany Tech, shooting 44% from the floor. Another note for you, Central Georgia Technical did well converting their defense and forcing all those turnovers into offense. They had more than half of their points come off of turnovers. Preston for 3, she got it. Preston knocks it down. Good beginning to the third quarter for CGTC. It's a 6-point game. Lohman gets inside. Her floater won't go. Foul called. We appreciate you all tuning in. Albany Tech at the free throw line. Brown is set to come in for Central. But thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. Turn on and hit the bell, and you'll get notifications for when we go live. We've got all of our broadcasts that we're streaming this year all set up for you. You can get a reminder for those. You can look through it, the dates, and set them on your calendar so you know when to watch. You can also send the links to other people. Free throw misses. Dynesha Brown rips away the ball. It's a jump ball called. Brown was not available for Central in their last game against Gulf Coast, but now she is. They are glad and lucky to have her back in the lineup today. She's been fantastic both ways. Ross spins. She can't put it in. Good defensive play. Almost forcing a turnover. Lohman sends it over to Ackridge. Three-pointer is good. Correction, that's actually Rolland, the forward, who hit a three. That pushes the lead back out to 9, where it was at halftime. Paulk on the left wing, drives baseline, kicks it outside. Three-pointer from Ross. Offensive rebound to Anderson. She goes up, counted and one. Anderson gets it to go. A 7-point game with the sophomore at the line against Gulf Coast last week. Anderson started really strong. She looked great. Going out and hitting layups, doing it all on the block down low. She was moving in transition well, active hands defensively. Tapered off a little bit in the second half, but she started so strong. Showed a glimpse of her potential and what she can be. There's a strong finish after the offensive rebound, now leading to her taking a free throw. And she does not have the three-point play. CGTC has shown a good bit of pressure. Foul that time from Paulk. Falk's not very happy with that call. How about the fans here at Central not pleased with that? It's a great home crowd here. All of them are right under our camera, so it's hard for you all to see, but lots of good, loud, passionate fans here for Central. Lohman down low, fouled on the shot. She's going to get 2 opportunities at the free throw line. 7:54 to go in the third quarter. Timeout called. We'll have free throws after the break. Lohman at the line for Albany Tech. Second free throw is good, 42-33, back up to 9. Every time Central's been able to whittle down that lead, Albany Tech has done well responding. Hawk. Ross back to Brown. She penetrates in the middle of the defense. Nice floater with the right hand. Inside for Lohman. Ross rifles it over to Price. The key for Central here in the second half will be half-court execution. How can they be better in situations like this? They have to be better making shots when they get the opportunity. Brown just did. Now a shot from the left elbow off the back iron. Good move. It's a good shot for her. She tries to poke the ball away, and she's called for a foul. It's a cool idea from Brown. Creative defensively, trying to smack the ball away. Just got a good piece of the offensive player. 6:49 to go in the third quarter, 7-point game. Jenkins commanding the offense. Rolland for 3, and she's got it. Rolland makes it a 10-point game. She's hit a few timely shots today. Brown spots up, she drills it, count it, and 1. Another 3-point play opportunity for Central. Got the bench and the fans excited there. Good play, about an 18-foot jumper. Brown is the leading returning scorer, 11.3 points per game a year ago for this team out of Macon, Georgia. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Looped in over the top, right-handed layup around the rim, won't go. Brown trying to run with it. Brown, Euro step, couldn't finish. Foul called. Ross headed to the free throw line. She missed the shot, but she'll get 2 at the free throw line. This team for CGTC basically a 4-guard squad. You've got Pauk, Preston Anderson, Ross. They all rotate in at the guard position. Brown really is a guard as well, even though she's a little bigger of a player, taller than some of the other guards on this team. Price is the true center. But outside of Price, all these players can shoot. They have a skill set like a guard. 6 minutes to go in the third after the missed free throw. Nice pass, finding Morris for the layup. Morris was a huge part of that 9-point run. She had 5 of those at the end of the half. If you're just tuning in, we were tied at 28, but since then, things have gotten a little out of hand for Central, trying to claw back into the game with Pauk. Her shot is off the mark. Foul called down low. Fouls on Price now. 2 shots coming on the other end of the floor. Nearly halfway through the third quarter, substitution made as Atkins comes in for Albany Tech. Here in the battle of the Titans between these two teams. Central Georgia Tech did best when their pressure was working defensively, forcing a lot of turnovers from Albany Tech. Albany Tech has not turned it over much in the second half. It's been a big part of why they're so successful. Albany Tech is in the double bonus already here in the third quarter. 5 team fouls on CGTC. Price. Brown. It's another steal for her on the defensive side. In transition. Beautiful shot. Travel called. Central Georgia Tech ball. It's a 7-point game, trying to take some momentum now here in the half court offensively. It's time for them to ratchet up the execution, get something good here, and that would really swing the game in the favor of the home squad. Price outside. Ross hits a 3. Just what the doctor ordered for Central. It's a 4-point ball game now. Layup falls. Nice response from Jasmine Atkins. Things getting a lot more interesting here. A lot of it's come from this player, Brown, creating on both ends of the floor. Preston short on another 3-point attempt. Ross after the steal. Brown for 3. Here we are, Morris up ahead. Easy layup. Timeout called by Central Georgia Tech. They had it down to 4. Now it's back to an 8-point game. 51-43, 4 minutes to play in what's been an exhilarating third quarter. Here's Central coming out of the timeout. Momentum was in their favor, and then it slipped away, as you saw. Lohman dashing away down the floor after making the defensive play. She goes coast to coast for the bucket. And just like that, a 6-0 run from Albany Tech. Woods inside to Brown. Count it. Brown's headed to the free throw line. Brown last year shot 44% from the field. Not bad at all for a guard. 29% from the three-point line, 6 rebounds a game, 11 points a game. She'll go for an occasional double-double. Today, Brown has led all scorers, 15 points. 50% from the field as well, 7 of 14. She's been shooting from all over. From two-point range, she's been 7 of 11. Morris, tough short shot for her. Foul called on Lohman. Now both teams are in the bonus. That'll send Anderson over to the free throw line for Central. They're showing double bonus for both teams. Beautiful free throw for Tamara Anderson, sophomore guard, can also play forward. One of a few players who actually transferred in to Central. She is from Southern Union State Community College. She did not play at Central Georgia Technical College last year. See Anderson on the play there. Anderson's one of the few newcomers for the Central team this year. Seven-point game with it being Central ball. Central has been overall very balanced today. 3 players in double figures. Brown, one of those players, sinks a shot. Back down to a 5-point margin. Brown has 17 points. We've got 2:50 to go in the third. You'd have to think she could easily push for 20 plus. You can see how big of an absence it was with her not playing against Gulf Coast State College last week. 55-48, 7-point game after Albany Tech drills that shot. Ross, Hawk, steps inside, can't finish. Sent outside, Morris for 3, long offensive rebound and a putback going for the Albany Tech Titans off the hand of Jasmine Atkins. Anderson almost found Pauk. It's a turnover. Number 14 on the day for Central. Nice block from behind. Perfectly clean from Anderson. Price comes in off the bench. She'll be replacing Danisha Brown. The block was clean. And now Morris is inbounding for Albany Tech. The ball went out of bounds off of Central. Anderson, an immediate steal on the inbounds play. Now she drives left, count it. Anderson with the and one. Anderson's got 5 points. She is incredibly athletic. Whether she starts or comes off the bench, puts her team in a good position on the offensive side. And plays like that are exactly where she excels. It seems to be very in her comfort zone to dash down the floor and try to draw fouls. It's back within 6, a minute 22 to go in quarter number 3. which means a shade over 11 minutes total to play in this ball game. Albany Tech has had the advantage the entirety of the second half, but you could say it's really anyone's game the way this has been going. Morris, wide open, great find by number 15, Jasmine Atkins. Atkins turned, saw Morris on the block, and rifled it away to her before any defenders could have a shot to react for Central. Textbook heads-up play. Ross has it intercepted. Thompson, transition, tipped by Ross on the shot. It's out of bounds on Albany Tech. Central ball down 8. The scoring for Albany Tech has been incredibly balanced. Rakiria Rowland has 11, Titania Morris has 11, and Shemaya Lohman has 10 points, all three in double figures. In terms of rebounding, Tykendra Rowland, I should say, has 9 rebounds and 7 points. If she scores a little more, it could be a double-double for her today. And keep your eyes peeled for that one. Woods outside. 13 seconds to go, shot clock at 5. Price, right elbow, short. Price back outside. Ross hits it. 6-point game. Last second shot will be lofted up. That'll do it here for quarter number 3. 59-53, Central with a nice play to end strong. 10 minutes of basketball left. It's coming up here on the Titan Broadcast Network. We appreciate you all tuning in on the Titan Broadcast Network. We are set here for quarter number 4. Albany Tech with it. We'd like to thank all of you engaging with our YouTube stream today in the comments, liking, subscribing. Thank you all for your interaction. Morris had the shot, travel called on Albany Tech. Preston over to Ross, back to Preston, into the corner. Pauk with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ross, Preston has it blocked away. Albany Tech with a big defensive stand. 9 minutes to play in the game. Blocking foul called. 2 shots upcoming for Albany Tech. Blocking fouls called on Ross. That'll send Atkins to the stripe. Two shots here. Thompson pulls back. Three-pointer doesn't go, Central ball. Still a 6-point game. Hawk air mails it out of bounds, turnover. Now Albany Technical is leading by 6 despite a 30-turnover ball game through a little over 3 quarters. Central on the other side now has 17. I know we're in the midst of a global pandemic. Both teams are a little rusty getting into their season. Just some things on the offensive side they'll be trying to clean up, especially if they want to play fast, the manner that they're doing right now. Anderson, blocking foul called. They'll say count the basket. Lots of and ones here. The Titans in transition have done well making shots through contact. That would be the Central Georgia Titans. Both teams share that nickname. Anderson didn't have a big first half, but in the second half, she has come up big. Now at the free throw line again, she's earned her way there multiple times. In transition, she tends to put her head down and just go straight to the basket. And that's how she's gotten opportunities like this one. 3-point play for Tamira Anderson. Immediate three-pointer from Albany Tech. Lohman couldn't finish on the 5-footer. She gets her own rebound and kicks it outside. Travel called. Another interesting number, Central has been out-rebounded by 16. It's been 32-16 in the rebounding, favoring Albany Tech today, but they are still in it within 3 points. Not because of the way they've been able to play defense in spurts really well. They've had a couple of nice scoring runs. Out of bounds on Preston. The Albany Tech ball. Albany Tech is coached by Kenneth Williams, assistant coach Letitia Williams, and Katricia Daniel. Three-pointer from Preston Anderson, I should say, doesn't go. It is Central ball. Ross strides over to take it out. Morris out, Ackridge in. Anderson drives and kicks. Preston couldn't handle it. Double dribble called. Preston might have been thinking about a 3 when she was going for the catch. Had about, we'll say, 1 stride of length there away from her defender. She could have loaded that up. We know from what we've seen today, she does like to do that. Here's Central. Still down 3. This game is for the taking for the home team. Let's see what they can do. Central today has done a nice job getting to the free throw line. They've shot 23 free throws. The only problem's been they've made 10, shooting 43.5% from the stripe. Otherwise, they'd likely be ahead. Foul called, and more free throws ahead. With Haley Ross going to the line now. CGTC on the season has shot 47% from the free throw line coming into today. It's a small sample size, just one game. First free throw made. Free throws are always important, but down the stretch, of course, increasingly important, especially when you're trying to come back. Ross hitting another. 1-point ball game, closest margins that we've had since the first half, since it was tied at 28 all. Since then, it's been up and down for both teams. A drive from Jenkins. She doesn't connect on the layup, and now Brown wants to run with it, as she always does. Behind the back. Nifty move there. Outside to Anderson. Three-pointer blocked. Black collects it. It's out of bounds, and it will stay here. Central ball. They can take the lead. Be quite the comeback. They faced a lot of 9-point deficits, double-digit deficits multiple times. Shows you how competitive these two teams are. No matter what, there will be a rematch on Thursday at Albany Tech. That should be fun as well. Jasmine Jenkins joining the scoring party here in the second half, 61-58. And we are under 6 to play in the game. Preston, foul called. Preston with some more important free throws for the Central team. Preston, the 5'6" sophomore on Antonio Harris's team. Shot made. It's a young team. The key for Central this year is going to be how do they mesh and how quickly do they mesh. That's what's most important about non-conference play right now. Both free throws made. Back to a 1-point game. This one's looking like it might come down to the wire. But Central, both offensively and defensively, has to mesh. A few newcomers, a lot of young players, lots of young talent, which means a squad with huge potential. Anderson, Euro step, couldn't finish the layup. Foul called. And that is going to be the 5th foul against Albany Tech now. So that puts CGTC in the bonus here, which means Ross will be shooting even though that foul was on the floor. Shooting the 2 free throws. Now Ross shooting her 2nd free throw for the tie. Ross is the team's go-to shooter. We've got a lane violation. That will count, 61 all. Lane violation doesn't matter there. Ross takes her time shooting the free throws. You can't try to time it. Under 5.5 to play. That would have been a huge 3 from Rolland. Out of bounds, stays here. Whistle blown immediately. It looks like it's going to be Central ball. Price heads into the ball game. Tied at 61, Price in, Anderson out. Brown floats it up and he gets it. And here's the lead for the home team. Central Georgia Technical leading for the first time. Lohman. Jump ball. That'll be Central ball. Now, as soon as Brown comes into the game, whether she's off the bench or at any situation, she contributes immediately. We've got a timeout called, 30-second timeout. Central up 2. The final 4:51 coming after the break. Back in play for Central. Brown, wave it off, travel called. She's trying to go from the elbow again, but Albany Tech tightened up the defense enough to force her to take an extra step. They were trying to get it into Lohman. They love her in the post. That three-pointer would not fall for Rolland. Pass intercepted. Easy layup there for Jasmine Jenkins. We're all tied up now, under 4 minutes left. Anderson's about to come back in at the guard spot. Price, one dribble in. Preston spots up. Nice work by Black on the offensive boards. Brown, wow, Brown has been on fire in the second half. Seems like everything she's thrown up, whether she's been off balance or not, has been going in lately. 65-63. Impressive play by the sophomore, who's now over 20 points. Lohman's in double figures herself, but 2 shots on that play from Albany Tech, and they could not convert. Brown has 21 on the right side. It's a blocking foul called. A couple of free throws coming here for Central. Brown shooting 10 of 17. 3 rebounds, a couple fouls, 1 assist. 21 points, and she's at the free throw line. Haley Ross, number 4, has also had a 15-point game. Ivana Preston, 13. Tamira Anderson, 11. So Kendra Parks had 5. It's only been 5 players today that have scored for Central, but they have combined for 66 points. Almost a third of those by the player at the line right now. Here's Brown's second. Jenkins lost control of it, was able to get it to her teammate. Now they swing it around, picked off by Brown. Here comes Brown in transition. They're going to wave it off, and the foul is going to be called. Yeah, I was wondering if that one would be coming. It's Albany Tech ball. There in the floor, I think it was Ross that was running the other way. She was blocking one of the players from Albany Tech. It's an illegal screen, blocking her from trying to get back. She was attempting to open things up for Brown, but it was an illegal screen there. Just moving and boxing her out, staying in front of her. That's why that foul was called. 66-63 our score. So Deja Price is at the free throw line. She can try to extend that lead. Here in the second half, Central has outscored Albany Tech by 12. If you remember, they were down 9 at the half. They've done a lot of work, especially on the defensive side. They've only allowed 25 points in this half. They've scored 37. Not an easy feat. Central Georgia Tech head coach Antonio Harris has to be pretty proud of his team's effort here in the final 20 minutes. Now 2:45 remaining. Neither free throw made by Price. Lohman, 10 feet away. Foul's on the floor. Jenkins, the guard, will be taking it out. 152 seconds remain. In the post, foul called on Price. Now that one will lead to a couple of free throws. As a defender, they always coach you keep your arms straight up. Price came down there on her opposing player. Brown had gone back to the locker room for CGTC, if you see her walking by the bench. Now, Brown had to get some treatment. It looked like maybe for her hand or something. But she is looking all good to go now, back on the bench and all set. 2.5 to play. Free throw makes it a 1-point game. Now Morris comes in along with Atkins. We've got a timeout call down the stretch. A 1-point lead for Central, the home team here in Macon. We'll be back with more after the timeout. Under 2.5 to play, Central breaking the press of Albany Tech with ease. Anderson had it ripped away. Albany Tech with a chance for the lead. Here comes Preston sprinting from left to right. She'll get the layup to fall. Ivana Preston. And the tempo there coming from Albany Tech. Quick response. Now in transition, the offense has been pretty solid from Central. The defense is definitely looking like a work in progress in that phase of the ball game. Preston drives, foul called. Throws good. Back up to a 2-point advantage for Central. And the second from Preston clatters off the rim. Swung up ahead. Rolland inside. Lohman turns, shoots, and nails it. Whistle's blown. We've got a substitution. 2 substitutions. Delay of game called. Now we're going to fix the scoreboard. It should be 69 all. We're fixing the time first. Oh, never mind. 68-69. That's where we are. All right, 1:20 to go. Ross passes it over to Anderson. Both of them have had a good day. Anderson spins, tries to create some offense, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Foul called. Anderson's at the free throw line. 63 seconds left. Rolland and Ackridge come in. Likely to try to finish out the game, provide a little offense for Albany Tech after the free throws. Central Georgia has only been 17 of 35, about 49% from the free throw line today. This one's important for Anderson. That goes without saying. 1:03 left. Anderson hits it. Try to get it down low. Another turnover. That is turnover number 35 for Albany Tech on the day. To turn it over 35 times and still be within 1 point. Fairly impressive. Timeout called by Central. 43.8 seconds remain. Trying to get composed. They've got a 24 seconds left on the shot clock here. They want to do something good with it. They're up 1, trying to extend their lead and hopefully get Albany Tech out of the game. We'll be back with more coverage here on the Titans Broadcast Network. Now coming out of the timeout, Venetia Brown with the ball in her hands. She's had 22 points today, the exact player that you want to be handling it in this situation. Ross drives inside, open lane, kicks it out. Preston gets a three-pointer. Central up by 4, huge 3. Now 25 seconds to go. Preston with a play defensively. 20 seconds left. Shot clock's turned off. Foul called, and Polk will head to the free throw line. What a huge three-pointer. CGTC taking a 4-point lead. Possession right out of the timeout, doing exactly what they needed to do. It's basically a 2-possession game. Not much time left, and Polk can really try to push Albany Tech out of the picture here if she can hit her free throws. First one doesn't go for the sophomore. Second free throw clings off the rim. And we've got a timeout called by Albany Tech. They have one remaining, 15.2 seconds left. Stay tuned, we've had an action-packed final quarter of the game for you on the Titans YouTube page. Albany technical ball. They've got 15 seconds to work with. Really a two-possession game, barring any kind of a crazy four-point play. You want to get a score quickly. Three-pointer on the way, in and out. It was a good look from Rolland. 5 seconds to go. 3 seconds left. Central possessing and a foul called. That'll send Polk up to the free throw line. 1.9 left officially on the clock. 73-69. Central doing a good job to hold off. It was a good look from Rolland, the forward, in that far side corner on the three-pointer. It looked like it was going to go in. It was so close. That would have changed things. Then you would have had likely another timeout called, then a press look, but no need for any of that. Two shots here for Haley Ross. First free throw made. Both of them good. 6-point game. And that'll do it here from Macon, Georgia. 75-69. Central Georgia Technical College coming away with their first win of the 2021 season. And today, Danisha Brown is our player of the game. 22 points on 10 of 17 shooting. She was incredible. The sophomore has herself poised for an incredible year. Thank you all for tuning in on the CGTC YouTube channel. We'll be back on Thursday with a men's game. It's a single game, and we'll have a doubleheader for you Saturday. So tune on at 7 o'clock on Thursday night to watch the CGTC men. Until then, we thank you all for tuning in. Signing off, I'm Luke Winstall. We appreciate your support of our show.